Hi, this is Shujana, and today I'm going to talk about two of my favorite books. They're both translated and they remind me of winter. So, this is perfect for the weather. They're also very easy to read, so they're perfect for beginners as well. I know they seem like a thick book and it may look like they would be hard to read, but bear with me. I'll explain why they are not intimidating at all, and you'll absolutely love them. And the first book is Anxious People by Frederick Bateman. This has been translated from Swedish to English, and I read this book 2 years ago on a time like this. I mean, the beginning of the year, winter, cold, and everything. And I love this book. I love this book so, so much. This book is also set on the premise of New Year's Eve. There is this house showing or apartment showing, and there's 9 people and a robbery and police case, and it's really beautiful and really fast paced, and you'll just start reading it and you'll not even know when you are done with this book. It's that captivating. But at the heart of this book, there's this love story, not in a sense that you would imagine a love story to be. This is a love story to humankind, to the people who are living, who are struggling, and all the trauma that we go through. We didn't ask for this life. We didn't ask for all these responsibilities and trauma, but here we are living a life that we don't want, working a job that don't make us happy, and just keep going and thinking that maybe we can do this right. And this is that. This is a love letter to us and to the nothingness of life, to the vagueness of life, and to the beauty and terror and everything in between. I know this book is not tabbed, but that is because I haven't actually read this copy. I read uh, here. I mean, ebook format, and I heavily annotated the books, and there are some of my favorite quote. One is, it just hurts so much at times being human, not understanding yourself, not liking the body you're stuck in, seeing your eyes in the mirror and wondering whose they are, always with the same question: what's wrong with me? Why do I feel like this? And I remember reading this and feeling like this is written for me. This is actually a love letter to myself personally. And there's this beautiful quote in this book. Let me read it to you. There's this character Zara, who's there are many quotes by her and from her conversation, and I love her. Everything she says is on point, and this particular quote is very, very like personal attack. Your generation don't want to study a subject, you just want to study yourself. And that felt like, yes, that's exactly what I want. I want to analyze everything because I want to make sense of myself, not just the world and my life, but what am I? Why am I doing this? Why do I like this and why do I don't like this? And this book is just so beautiful. I fell in love with the author by reading this book, and also the translation is so beautiful. You have to read this book. I know I have gone hyper, but this book is so beautiful. I can't stress enough how much you need this book in your life. So please, 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 please read this book. I guarantee you, you won't regret reading this book. This is just the best book there is. Okay, I'm going to shut up. Next book is Norwegian Ood by Haruki Murakami. I recently bought this book. I read this book 3 years ago, but this I bought this book recently. I mean, in October last year, and I absolutely love this edition. I haven't read this edition, as you can clearly see. I also read it as ebook, and I don't have the phone with me where I actually read this book. So I lost all the annotations. So I'm planning to read this book again so I can find those annotations, and I can read this book and flip through them and read all the things that make me really full and happy. I absolutely love this book. This was my first Murakami, and this was absolutely magical. This reminded me the cold winter and walking through. I love walking. I really love walking. One of my fondest memory is with when I walk with my friends and just walk and walk and walk. And in this book, there is this character who just walks, and I love that. But there's also in the heart of this. There's also a love story, a human love story, but it also talks about the nothingness of life, the vagueness of life, everything that I love. If you know me, you know that that's my jam. and we find or meet Midori and Naoko. Midori in Japanese means green, and I love green. But that's not the only reason I love Midori. Midori is also the favorite character of my favorite artist, Harry Styles. I love Midori. She is like any other character of Humayun Ahmed books, like that fierceness and the sadness, everything unified. And I love that. I love, she is my girl crush, and she is so pure and she deserves so much. And this, her character in this book breaks my heart. I also like Naoko, but not really. Please do read this book and you'll love him and love the book, and you'll find your new favorite author. So yeah, this is it. I don't know if you have read those or not. If you have read them, how do you find them? And if you haven't, will you read them? Also, recommend me your favorite translated book. Okay, bye bye.